microbes in order for to create an environment that is thriving, that is healthy for the plant. Do not use normal sand in your soil composition because if you take sand, like normal sand, it's got salt in it, and river sand doesn't. River sand, even if it does, the what you call level of salt is extremely low. And the reason why we try not to put salt or use normal sand is because it will absorb the osmosis happens, which means the moisture is sort of sucked away from the plant. So you're basically making your plant dehydrated if you were to add normal sand. So remember, river sand is what you need. 311, but it's a bit different because these colors are bigger. Alright, put our mixtures in. And don't worry, you'll be doing this in a bit. Alright, and then
no, okay, so that we are very sure. So this place first started off as a home to British officers. So if you head over to the certain parts of the longer trail, you might still see some of the remnants of their homes. And after they left, what this place became was a garbage dump site. We had over 300 garbage trucks removed from the place. So it's not ordinary trash that we're talking about. We're talking about bits of toilet bowls, cement, and all. They decided they would rather keep this park, maintain this park, and put this under the Amanah Warisan Negara. So that's our national trust, so that it's open for all, and it's free to the public. So as long as you come visit between its opening hours from 7 in the morning to about 6:30, you can come and enjoy this park and all the greenery around you, even though you're in the city center. Rainforest is actually really just only about 50 million years old or so. What we have in our country is about 3 times of that. The Taman Negara is estimated to be about 130 million years old. Over in rainforest are about 140 million years old. So going by that estimate, you would be expecting there's probably quite a bit of wildlife that we have over here in Malaysia. But we are seeing at the moment we are all experiencing at the moment, even during COVID, we are all experiencing the 6th mass global extinction across the entire Earth. So in the humans as a group of species, we have wiped away over 68% of the wildlife that is available to us. So what we are aiming for is to get people to start their own green corridors. If you do it, your neighbors do it, the wildlife can now have different spots to hide in. We have national flower and hibiscus, but we also have national tree. So this tree back here is the Insia palambanica. This is a small one here. So this one, yeah. So the Insia palambanica is also known as merbau, and this was first named our national tree by Dr. Mahathir from these super trees. Pulim, Pulai, all these are all super trees. So this tree here is also known as a bubblegum tree because we used to rely on the wax of this tree before the rubber species were introduced. So those are not native also, yeah. So with this jelutong tree here, how old do you think it might be? 100. How would you? 400. By that rule, you might estimate that this one here is about 140 years old or so, but really it's just 80 years old because it's a fast-growing species. Gonna die. And number two also, you're not gonna find any rings with a tree like this. With native rainforest species, because these rings are only formed, you would only find them in temperate countries. So when there's 4 seasons, in the warmer months it grows a bit more, and during the colder months that's how those rings will be formed. So this tree here, so this here is the seed pod of this tree. Usually you would find 2 of them sticking downwards.
As you know, a rapid shift in the temperature globally, and we can see that with our own 2 eyes these days. And what they usually do is they take the average temperature, the average land temperature, the average ocean temperature across the globe, regardless of the climate or the weather patterns. So even during snow, even during monsoon season, etc., daytime, nighttime, all of that is taken into consideration. And our average temperature has, the globe's average temperature has gone up by 1.2 degrees at this point of time. Ago, or 2 decades ago even, the rain, you'd have like pitter patter, it wasn't so intense. So these days, because of higher condensation and bigger formations of storm clouds, you're getting more rain. Then the forests were very quiet. You couldn't hear the croaking of the frogs anymore. And just a few years after that, there was a rise in dengue. Those of you who remember, like in the early 90s, there was that sudden uptick in dengue cases and everything. So you can see when you lose just one player, like a frog in the ecosystem, what it leads to. It leads to health issue. So it's all very, very, very connected. So climate change, a warmer climate is going to be sucking up more moisture from your soil. That's going to affect the health of your plants. That's going to be affecting the livelihoods of animals, the animal kingdom. And what that means for us human beings is that your food source is going to be affected. You're going to have more pest problems. You're not going to be able to have, because a lot of our medication, the properties come from trees and plants as well. So that's going to be affected too. And what else? So impact roots. On top of that, they also sort of when it floods right now, right? When it floods, what trees do is they sort of reduce the intensity, and trying to opt for cleaner energy, renewable energy, is to do composting. And also, last but not least, if you were to change your diet, if you could become vegetarian, or if it's too radical of a change for you, if you were to opt to become vegetarian just one day a week, you're already making tremendous amount of change. In fact, if the whole world decides to go become vegetarian tomorrow, I think something along the line of 40% of the methane emissions will be cut down.